this. Jungle one. This is mean. This is hard to bring down, as I looked at her and I heard the story, it wrecked my heart. It bothered me so much. I was like, no, I won't. This kind of thing is meant to go viral. It's just like when you see rich man's children or any boy in America or London, anywhere abroad, and they are crackheads and they are our children. We hold on to them and say, where's mommy, where's daddy? We ask people, we video them and ask for their family. When we see they are killing themselves softly with all these drugs. That's the same way I feel about this woman. I'm going to play a game. Sorry, I have to tell my son to bring it down. He's playing game and he's shouting. Farouk, yes, good. Demola, you are there. He's shouting. Farouk, I said, take your snack and go to bed. Yes, take your snack, go to bed. Is what mommy said. It's 9 already. And you are shouting, playing PlayStation and making noise. So, sorry. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó dùn mí gan. So someone was sorry. So they are claiming the woman was a bad person while living with her niece. I believe she wouldn't do this if the woman happened to be her biological mother, no matter how bad she claimed she was. Even if she may be having dementia due to her age, living on the streets will worsen her condition. Her niece should step in and render assistance. Definitely, this is too much and too much on this kind of woman. For the person to write, even if she's having dementia, definitely when she was talking to that person, probably due to the situation that they found her, all what she's saying is no more adding up. So the person is beginning to suspect that even if she's having dementia, because I don't know, if it is that she's having dementia, they wouldn't send for the niece. At least the niece will be like, thank God we've been looking for her. She just walked out of the house. It will be a situation of victory. Thank God she found her auntie. But she purposely did not turn up and sent her friends on her behalf who spoke and said this woman is a wicked woman while she was living with the niece. And you have your auntie. It's not a good thing. No matter what it is, you have your auntie. You brought her abroad and she's now in the streets. God forbid, if this woman ends up dying on the street, the cross is on you. I must be sincere with you. If she dies on the street, the sin, the cross is on you. Maybe she's meant to live up to 300 years now, or let's say 100 years. This alone, being on the street, stressed, bipolar weather, raining on her today, snow tomorrow, begging, eating from the bin, all those things, no shelter, homeless, can hasten her demise. And no matter what, the sin is on you. Yes, I must be sincere with you people. The sin is on you. Because no matter what it is, and we begin to wonder why God says we should forgive. Because if she dies in this particular situation, in the process, beg your pardon, maybe she go and sleep somewhere, they don't knife her by error or purposely. Maybe the little change she has, £10, they want to take it from her. All these boys, they don't knife her tó lọ kú pẹ́rẹ́, you will have yourself to blame. And most especially, think about it, she doesn't have a child. Because if she has children, maybe she has, and they are not doing so well like you. That's why you should return her back to Nigeria. In fact, God forgive me, it's better to be begging for money in Nigeria, where other family members can have access to her and at least they are seeing her, as opposed to a foreign land, or take her to Nigeria Commission. Take her there. Don't let people be seeing her beside KFC every day begging for money there and for food. That is not good. Whatever it is that may have hardened your heart towards her, try and soften it. Try and soften your heart. This can bring what they call generational curse on anybody. Fact ni mo sọ yẹn. Let me wear my son's Halloween glass. What's you? Yeah, can that be Halloween? What's this? Harry Potter. Do you understand? This can bring generational curse. You know, sometimes in your mom, nǹkan tí ó ń fa ogun ìdílé, ègún, generational ègún. Ibi tí obìnrin tí ń lọ kiri. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí eléyìí tóbi lójú tèèyàn. Kó dẹ̀ máa sọ pé ẹni tó ṣe lè fún un, báyìí ni kó rí fún. Tó bá sọ tó dẹ̀ kú pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Then you don't know. You don't know your own story. You don't know how long you will live. You don't know where your children they are going to go to. Ẹni tó bá ti bímọ, ó gbọ́dọ̀ kíyèsára, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣọ́ra, ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà careful nǹkan tó bá sọ. Me, this one, I do not support it at all. If you people know this woman, or you know the nurse sister, niece, please tell her to get in touch. She needs to. I'm not saying take your auntie back home into you. Send her back to Nigeria. As a nurse, you will be earning good money. Or take her to Nigeria Commission. Pave way. Make way for her to go back home. Don't leave her to languish in penury in United Kingdom. More or less like you sentenced us to death. This is what you have done by abandoning her, and she's homeless. This, to me, is death. That's what you've done. Eloku. Now, it says that, continue. So someone was so bad. I think this is the opinion of the man that saw her and seeks to, reconcile the issue, but the niece wasn't forthcoming. So it is said here that someone was a bad person, but yet you allowed her to live with you for a good 10 years in a foreign land. And that's where I also took my own stance. And that's where I pitched my tent to. I said, you feel somebody is bad, the person can't live with you for 3 months. Otiewa mumora. Oh, mumora, oh. With the kind of hearts that you have, that you can throw out to be homeless now. You won't stay with her for 10 years. Meaning this woman just took to the streets lately. Just I've been on the street now. It's just a case of now. It's not a case of she's been with you for 10 good years. That's what he said here. If the niece, okay, so someone was a bad person, but yet you allowed her to live with you for a good 10 years in a foreign country. That didn't add up. Equally to me, It doesn't add up. How can you take someone on board for 10 years and then suddenly now Yeye is a bad person? And what are the things that you say she's done that is bad, that will warrant, and you know, the reward she will get for her long labor with you, for you, is this thrown in the street of United Kingdom, a country, an European country, especially United Ireland, all these places, they have 10 weathers. Today's weather is different from afternoon weather, night weather. In a day, you have 3 different weather, bipolar weather. And these are the things that cause all kinds of sickness. Flu, pneumonia, everything. Ikú tó ń yára pààyàn. Especially àwọn arúgbó, àsìkò yìí gan ni wọ́n máa ń yára kú. Now she will not be taking anything, nothing to help her medically, no vitamin, nothing. It's not good. There's nobody that can tell me I should calm down, oh, I should wait. Oh, no, you need to go and take this woman out of the street. This is pure wickedness. This is hard. This one is too much. Even, God forgive me, this thing I'm about to say, even if you heard that maybe your mom or dad is the one related to her, she's the one that pied them, if that's what she did, take her back to Nigeria. Take her back to where you saw her. Even if you heard. Because that would be the worst thing that anybody can do. Àwọn ló pa ìyá àwọn ló pa bàbá àwọn. If the niece were to employ a nanny in the UK for 10 years, wouldn't she pay for the services? In fact, I have an older sister, in fact, too. When they tell me, when they travel maybe to this country, or they travel anywhere, when they were still, you know, their kids were still very young, they will go around with au pair. You all know au pair is like omodo. And they're always Polish people, like East Europeans. And where they will tell me the amounts they pay them. And so when I was growing, my kids, I never employed au pair. I used to use Nigeria Childcare. That's what I used to use. In fact, the Nigerian Childcare, you will pay them maybe 50 euro or something like that. These people, they don't collect 50 euro. In a day, they will be collecting 150 euro. They don't collect 50 euro. Until one day I went to take one of my son, one of them. I kept my son with a child. I've forgotten now. If you remember what we used to call minder, child minder. Then I used to have shop. So, you know, I would go to shop, come back. Before I leave, when the kids are closed, I will leave and hand over to the guy that was working for me. And then I'll go and pick my first son, my boy, Demo. I'll go and pick my son from Minder. That's why Farouk, I never gave him to Minder. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You know, Nigeria Minder, your children's bomb like this. It's full of shit. They know the time you are coming back. It's when you are coming back, they will go and help you clean the child. They will tie your child to what do they call this thing? High chair. Sit by high chair. The child will sleep, wake up there, no play, nothing. If the child will not even have body exercise, nothing. Your child will be there. Now there you go poo. The food you give to your child, they will eat it more than they will give your child. When you are coming back, that's when they will quickly go and help you clean the yash of the child. Then you will see red. Your child's yash will be peeling with the pampers. Most of all these our minders in Nigeria, minders, you know, they are not trained. They too, they are just using it for side also, but they don't do their job well. They are very, very wicked, many of them. Oh, if you see many of the people that they childminder, very wicked souls. The reason why I stopped. So for you to that's why my sisters, my older, they never use Nigerian like they only use Eastern Europeans. And those ones, Eastern European people, if you are even traveling to Kutuwenji, they follow you. So as long as you buy their tickets, you are paying their money, they follow you. These are our Nigerian ones, they have their husband in the house. And they are, some of them no husband, don't pay, but they don't do anything. This particular day, when I got to the childminder's house, the other person that brought her child that is autistic, the childminder was cooking brokoto, eseron, omoti, pikin don wakagu. I got to the house. I saw her, she was cooking. I said, where's my son? Meanwhile, I saw one boy when I was driving and coming. I didn't know it's the boy they kept with her. She now said, oh, Monia, she has put her head and her hand inside food. She has abandoned child because I told her that it's not good that this boy is always sitting down. Anytime I come, it's sopa. Try and allow him to be playing. She forgot the child. My child and the boy that is autistic, the boy ran away. When I managed to see my child, yet he won't be color. Thank God there's no lion there, there's no snake in this country. I carry my son like this. I look up, I look down. I told myself, finally, I am not giving my child to Minder anymore. This is the end of Minder in my life. I will take care of my child until they enter kindergarten. Montessori. Me, I don't care. I don't wait. I don't mind paying. They give us free. I add few hours to it again. They will give us free for 3 hours or so. I will add few hours if I have to be in the shop. Oh, the lady, before they found the boy, oh, all the bokoto she was cooking, I heard it was ambulance that came to off the light in her house. Because mommy later they said she ran 440 looking for somebody's child. So it's not easy to get a minder to help you to help you take care of your children abroad. The Oyibo that do it, they collect good money. Because my older ones, they never use Nigerian minder. Me that have the experience of Nigerian minder, they're always looking at me as if, I don't have the nanny omo. They don't know that I'm thinking, then they are, you know, they are professional lawyers then, so they could afford it. Me, at that point, I was even still doing shop, and I was doing special need course diploma. So with the shop, and I had 2 staffs. I couldn't afford it, yo. So I was using Nigeria. Carry your children to Nigeria, Minder, and tell me all the marks that all our children have. You know, some of our children now, if you go and look at them, their yash, one part is black. It's the bone of the poo on their yash that this Minder never used to clean. The Minder, they didn't used to clean it. I'm not seeing you people talk. Oh. Am I talking to myself? Are you people live with me, or I'm the only one talking to her? I can't even see you people type anything. I'm just here. I'm not seeing anybody. Am I chatting with myself? Are you people here? What is the purpose of you people being here? I can't see any comments. It did not happen to you. Am I the only one that suffered in you people's hand? Nigerian minders. Many children that they are young. If you see yellow children that Nigerian minders took care of, please, mothers, just go and look. You will see the patches there. It's them. They burn the yansh of our children. And one more, their poo will blaster their yansh like this. It's only when mommy is coming. The worst is the one that used to do overnight. All of them, all the people that did child mind at that time, very wicked people. So for you to go and bring somebody from home to help you, maybe you go and study nursing and everything, you don't know, it is priceless. If you employ the real ones that are certified, agency will give you. My old sister, they use them. My older one, they use those ones. Oyiboni one. They are trained. They did diploma courses in it. Agencies will employ them. They send them out to you. Polish in one. You can never, when they are in their house, they will not clean your house. They are not cleaners. They will only take care of the children when they eat. And each child is a price. Each is not when if she's meant to take care of Demo and you have Farouk with, she won't do it except you are paying for 2 children. Except you are paying for 2 children, and you can imagine the amount they pay them per week. The price is high. So you having somebody, you would have thought of the calculation that if I'm going to go to school, you know, like then I had my shop. If I have to go to shop, everything, you would have thought of it that the money you'll be giving to pay. And if you've had experience with Minder, you will never give your child to Nigerian Minder. Like, many of them not qualified. Not qualified. You would think of it, let me put 5,000 together. Pounds, then, of 4,000, 5,000, let me go and bring somebody from Nigeria. A lot of people did it. A lot of people did it. People did it, yeah. I remember one lady told me, in America, she did it. In fact, she did it by bringing her mother. Yes. One of us on this platform. She told me when she went to study nursing, yeah. She thought of it, and her kids were quite young. She brought her mother. And the reason why she even gave me that gist was because the mother, she had her when she was young, outside wedlock, you understand? So when the mother now, when she now was in America and blah, blah, and she went to bring her mother, and the mother was already married to somebody else. And she had paid for some things, and when the mother stayed a little bit, the man started saying the woman should come back. And she was saying to the mother, this is the time for us to build a relationship. She wasn't putting the mother into consideration to that. Mama ti belo mi lo. Ìyá dẹ̀ ti bí àwọn ọmọ náà síbẹ̀. Òun dẹ̀ fẹ́ kọ́ mama òun wà pẹ̀lú òun káwọn ti ẹ̀ ní relationship. And also she wanted to study nursing. You understand? In the end, she and her mother fell out for this reason. And she paid for the mother to go back. After the lady had invested a lot to bring the mother, she told me. But she told the mother to go back. Oh, do go. Oh, do. Wait, what? Àwọn àbúrò òun, àwọn ti rí gbádùn ìyá. Wọ́n ní privy bàbá. Òun ò ní privy bàbá. Òun tún ti ṣe dáadáa láyé. Now I want to study nursing. Wọ́n ti gbà òun. Let me sponsor you to come. And she did. The mother stayed a little while, maybe up to like 6 months. Ìyá yẹn fi dúró Baba bá kí pé how are you? And wá wò pé choose one, mom. At least stay with me for some time. She wanted the mother to stay maybe like 2-3 years with her. Ìyá wa ní no, I have to go back. Bíjà ṣe wà nìyẹn. And for me, I told her, I said, you have to forgive your mom. She said, at least this was the time. And I think the mother is dead now. No. I don't think. So I think there was a reason that she now said that she can't live to forgive her because the time they were now meant to have a relationship, the mother was not, she preferred to be with her husband. So when is it, babe? You had me outside wedlock. You've never had time for me. No bonding, no relationship, nothing. So that she doesn't have love for the mother, but she have love for her grandma. So what am I saying? But she sent the mother back. Hey, you want no wrong. That's what you would have done. That's what you would have done. Because you needed her. Yeah, you needed her. That's why you brought her. You used her. That's why the person here is asking you a question. She said, or he said, he or she said, if the niece were to employ a nanny in the UK for 10 years, wouldn't she pay for the services? You will pray through your nose. You may not even be able to afford it. So she traveled to the UK when she was 67 years of age to be a nanny. That is not encouraging. Now, I will go somewhere. At the age of 67, come on. If it's not that you want to, there's a word that just skipped off my head now. I'm trying to remember that word. You understand? Like extortion. If not that you want to do modern day slavery. I remember doing my master's. No, it wasn't my master's. It was my LLB in law. And it was our professor, Doherty, in law department, the university I went to. That was my project supervisor. Now, and for some reason, the topic I dealt in and on was on modern day slavery. And why did I choose that topic? If you look at it from the employment aspect, so it's not modern day slavery in the area of Oyibo, the olden day slavery. The contemporary one is what I dealt on. It's not the olden days one that we are also used to, how they went to bring us from Africa to come and enslave us abroad. You know, that one is slavery too, not that one. In the area of employment, because this our head of department, our Professor Doherty, is actually a introduction to law. That's what he taught. And also is a master in employment law. You understand what I mean? He is a doctor in it, a PhD holder in employment law. So, where am I coming from? It was in the area of employment. So, I need to explore, do research of different countries. But I restricted it to European country. So, I just brought in their laws. You know, when you want to do project work or you want to do question and answer in law, you will use the ILAC, introduction, law, application, conclusion. So I use the ILAC. So the ILAC aspect is the case laws and the articles of each country that I will now compare and contrast. Wow. Come and see case laws. Come and see what they call modern day slavery. Come and see if they adhere. In it, we have cases, and it is culpable. There are laws vehemently, strictly against it. this thing, legally, modern day slavery, it is culpable. Yes. Do you know modern day slavery is also prostitution, aside human trafficking? You know, that is why Mary Kinikon went to jail. You know, that's why he went to jail. It's the first of its type. That's why United Kingdom held on to it to make sure they have a case law as a precedence for coming up traffic offenders, human traffic offenders. As a case coming up for human traffic offenders. That's why they were happy to handle the matter. They were not going to let go, because they've not, employment law is now, they are putting eye on it very much now. And there are laws, case laws, they are bringing to guide it badly. If it is found out by the law, the legislation in United Kingdom, that is what she did, it can end her. They can revoke her license. I don't know if nursing in London they get license, but here it can end you trouble. She should better do the needful and go and take that woman off the streets. If the woman narrates her story as it is here, you brought her, you enslaved her, you used her, she took care of your children, you never paid her. Because if you did pay her, she will surely have a bank account. Or she will have money instead of begging. By now, she would have asked that she would just do travel certificates and buy tickets and go back home. And see this, she will go back home. Yes. At her age, look at it. At the age of 67, I remember my mom. Ask my husband, ask my siblings, ask all of them. At that age, when my mom comes abroad, my mom is now over 80. When my mom comes abroad at that age, and someone be like, after 2 weeks, you will be frustrated. She can't stay. Number one, nobody will be in the house with her in my older sister's house. She's short 2 years. Nobody will be. Everybody would have gone there. The husband don't go work, wife don't go work, grandchildren, everybody. Psh. My mother will say, yeah. She will be saying that out of the window like this. I remember my mother-in-law when she was in America. She will go to train station. She will work out there. She will come. Everybody. At the time, she said, I'm going back. At the age of 67, when my mommy comes to London, she can't stay. She can't stay. She will just look out through the window. Weekend, that's when my sister may have time, or my younger brothers, or anybody will go and pick her out. Everybody, if they pick her out this week, she may not see them again. Everybody is busy. Only on the phone. Mommy, you okay? Mommy, you okay? Say me, I'm going. They are saying they will buy ticket 2 months. No. In 2 months, so. In 2 months, 2 months looking through the window when she's not disabled. Talk less of elder. Another part is, at that age, when I go home to Nigeria, and I'm in the house there with her, and I'm demo, demo? And sometimes maybe I'll just leave demo, and they will